Okay, hello YouTube. Thanks for watching. So I'm going to be talking about Live Good, and I'm going to be talking about the exciting compensation plan. I'm going to talk about the products. I'm going to be talking about my marketing system that I'm putting together with the pages, like the page you see here. You're going to be able to get the share code, um, so that, the team gets supported. But the exciting thing about this is, I came on board here because I had my eye on this company for since August, and I'm not going to repeat what I said in my previous video, but I joined 3 days ago, and already, as you see on the genealogy, if I go to the power line, I already have over 2,000 people. So as I say, I joined about 3 days ago. Okay, this is the power line. Okay, let me explain in detail what the power line is so that it kind of clears up the confusion. And I don't want people to sort of misunderstand exactly how they're going to benefit and pretty much what they're going to benefit from. So the power line is basically represents a single straight line down line of the of the entire activity of what members are doing within in the entire company. And then what will happen here is, what they're doing is they're simply coming on the capture page. Every single member has a capture page like this, and that you can share out. It's coded to you. And then people are coming in, they put in their first name, their last name, their email address, and they're simply clicking this button, reserving their position. So every single person that comes through this page becomes a member on the power line. And that's simply what you're seeing here, is that all these people simply did exactly that, and they came through on the power line. Some people, as you can see, the people in red are people that locked in a position, and they are going to simply leapfrog above the people who are gray. These are the people in gray who are hesitating whether to join or not. So on Thursday is the cutoff point. And what will basically happen on Thursday is that every single person you see here in red is going to get fed into the company matrix. All right. And every single member has, obviously a part of the matrix. They're going to have a position on the matrix. So what does that actually mean? It basically means that the forced matrix um, is a system where where we have 2 by 15 forced matrix, and everyone has a position there on there. So what that means is that there are 2 available positions underneath every member that joins. Okay, so they're going to fill up really quickly, thanks because of this power line, and that's exciting. And the compensation plan was recently updated to launch the 2 by 15 matrix. And the reason why it was done like that is because the majority of the people are going to obviously benefit from that. If you have a wider matrix, like a 4 by whatever, it'll take longer, for for people to benefit from that from the power line. So I want people to understand that, people ask me, am I going to benefit from absolutely every single person that joins after me in the power line who decide to upgrade and become a member? The answer is not necessarily. Okay, let me repeat that. No, not necessarily. Okay. And the reason for that is because every single member has 2 positions underneath them within their sponsor's matrix. So, when you come in, you're going to be positioned somewhere down underneath your sponsor. Although you might be directly sponsored underneath your sponsor, that does not necessarily mean that you're in the first 2 available positions. As soon as those 2 available positions in the matrix get filled up, you're going to be positioned wherever the next available position within your sponsor's matrix is available. Okay, and so on, and that will depend on when you take action. And obviously, once you lock in on the power line, okay, it doesn't matter when you lock in on the power line, but once you're locked in on the power line, you're time stamped. So don't worry, you've got a position, and that's fine. And on Thursday, on the cutoff point, that would honor your position. The timestamp has already been made, and that will honor your position, and then you'll already be positioned accordingly. Okay, so the power line. Sorry, the matrix has a compression system, so that there are going to be no gaps. And if people drop out of the matrix down the road, that's fine. There's going to be no gaps, and it could be a good thing, because it means that you could potentially move up, um, you know, and so on. So there's going to be no gaps or whatever in the matrix, and there's moving forward. And if you're thinking the big picture and you're thinking long term, you're going to love this system. So the answer is no, you're not necessarily going to benefit from absolutely every single person that comes in after you, simply because a single straight line power line that is represents the whole entire company uh, momentum and activity is not going to mimic what's going to end up happening in the matrix itself, because it's a 2 by 15 matrix, and it gets panned out. You're basically a part of your direct sponsors matrix, but obviously there's a lot of activity going on in the power line company wide. So you just think about how that works out. Obviously, it's impossible to expect that with all that activity, of members putting in their own efforts. As long as you put in your effort, yes, your downline are potentially going to benefit from that. And if your downline are putting in some effort, you teach your downline to bring in, say, 2 members, and each member brings in their 2, and each member brings in their 2. Yes, there's going to be more potential momentum happening within your own personal organization. Okay, but remember that you are a part of your sponsor's matrix. Okay, and there are 2 positions to fill underneath every position, if you see what I mean. So when you join, you're going to have 2 positions to fill underneath you, and they'll get filled up very, very quickly, depending on what's going to happen. But all your personal members are obviously going to be somewhere in your own personal matrix, obviously. And mixed up with that, you're going to get some spillover. So what you need to be thinking is, don't wait around trying to hope to get some spill off. What you need to be doing right now, this minute, is get to work and bring people in. The reason for that is because you don't want a whole lot of spaces filled up within your matrix with people who are not going to huge 100% benefit you. Okay, what I mean by that, yes, you'll get the minimum. Okay, if you look at the compensation plan. Okay, so obviously, as it says, you can earn up to $2,047 per month without even enrolling a single person. But compare that, if that's without if that's without sponsoring a single person. But if you start to sponsor a handful of people and bringing people in as soon as possible, you're gonna start to fill up an organization with people that are going to potentially benefit you a whole lot more. Because remember, when you start to sponsor people yourself, not only are you going to benefit from the matrix filling up, but you're also going to benefit from the matching bonus, which is huge. And there's a difference. There's a big, big difference there, depending on whether you fill up your 2 by 15 matrix with people that you didn't have, that you didn't personally sponsor, which is great because you do you do earn commissions on that. However, you're going to earn a whole lot more commissions if you decide to bring your own people in. But if you wait around on the sideline waiting to see, and moaning and groaning, thinking, I didn't get any spillover or whatever, or waiting to see what what your sponsor's going to do, or waiting to see what their sponsor's going to do, and moaning that that your sponsor's not getting to work. You need to go out there and start making this happen, because your downline are going to get excited, because they are part of your organization, and if you're active and bringing in your people, okay, then they're going to duplicate the same in the organization, and then you're going to earn a matching bonus on what's happening in their organization. Because if you start to bring in people that directly under you yourself, and then they start to duplicate that, you're going to potentially make a vast amount more than what you could potentially make if you didn't sponsor a single person. Okay, now there's no guarantee. One thing I can guarantee you is that if you don't sponsor anyone, I can guarantee that you will not know whether you're going to make any money or not. Okay, but one thing I can guarantee you is if you do start to sponsor people, you're going to make a lot more. Okay, so that's what I recommend, is just get to work and get excited. So don't make this whole business just about the compensation plan. Don't make this whole plan and the reason why you came on board just about the compensation plan. Exciting that it is, and incredibly powerful that it is. The most important thing is to get excited about the product side, because that's product driven, and and at the end of the day, that's what's going to make this company long term, and that's what we want. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the products. I'm excited about the fact that the products um, are a lot cheaper than you can get anywhere else. I mean, I can see instantly when I look at the products, I can see instantly I can save up to 70% on the products, so simply by being a member. And why do I want to become a member? Well, because the membership fee is incredibly cheap. All right, and it's a no-brainer. So the whole system is just simple to understand. I really like how they've laid everything out, and I love the fact that you know the products just make perfect sense because they're products that everyone really needs in this you know these days, simply because of the viruses that are out there, the time of year. People are looking to get healthy, and they need to be healthy. I've made huge changes in my health, and simply because I was concerned with the choices I was making in terms of what I was consuming, and I realized I needed a better make some better choices about my health, and knowing that I'm taking right supplements, it's just a peace of mind knowing that I can save money, but get the right supplementation in my diet, which is essential in my opinion. Anyway, look forward to working with you guys. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next training. Bye for now.